Okay, yeah, so Jeff has started recording, right? Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So wonderful to see people here in this room at this time. My name is Hui Suan. I am your MC for today, and we are all here to learn these 5 secrets to combating the bulge during the circuit breaker. Yeah, and this is going to be a short, sharp program. I'm going to bring on the first speaker right away. His name is Dr. James Chia. Dr. James has a PhD in civil engineering, and he switched to a career in financial planning after some years in construction and got a string of qualifications, including CFP and CFA qualifications. He is an outstanding soldier, a lieutenant colonel in the Singapore Armed Forces Guards Unit, and James was NS Man of the Year in 1995. So a very active man, used to being very, very fit, and he is going to teach us the 5 secrets. He's going to help us uncover the 5 secrets to combating the bulge. So without further ado, can I hand the time over to James, please?
Okay, thank you, Hui Suan. My name is James Chia, and I want to thank you all for joining us today, on this precious Saturday afternoon for this CB session. Okay, combat the bulge. Okay, this must have been 400 Zoom meetings, so I really acknowledge you for being here. Now, let me ask you, how many of you here want to eat well, lose fat, build muscle, and look great? Okay, if you want to eat well, lose fat, build muscle, and look great, type yes in your chat. Okay, type yes in your chat. Okay, so, I will see many yeses. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen now and ask you then, why then are so many people, why do so many people have a bulge? Why are so many people unwilling or unable to lose fat? Today, I will share with you 5 secrets to combat the bulge that will lead to a healthier and happier you. Okay, the first secret is that you don't know the danger. Okay, this can kill you. Now, when you see the dreaded C word, okay, what is your reaction? So if you think that you would react with dread if you or a loved one found out you had cancer, type yes. Okay, if you think that you would react with dread if you or a loved one had cancer, type yes in the chat. Okay, and yes is the response of the insurance companies. Okay, if you're a smoker, they will load you because smoking will cause likelihood of cancer. Okay, if you're obese or overweight, they will load you because they fear the effect on your life. Okay, so if you got diagnosed with cancer and you found out that doctor says, oh, you're lucky, the tumor is really tiny, we got it early, how do you feel? You feel this huge sense of relief. Well, this bulge of yours, is a tumor there that's giving you an early warning. Okay, so here we see obesity is the #1, is one of the leading causes of 4 major cancers. This report by the World Cancer Research Fund in American Institute of Cancer Research, it says that excess body fat causes cancer. The evidence that excess body fat increases the risk of developing cancer is much stronger now than ever before. Okay. Excess body fat increases the risk for numerous cancers. That is why body weight is the focus of our first recommendation. Okay. Now, this kid looks cute, okay, because he's fat and chubby. But obesity is a disease multiplier, has increased risk of cancer, as we saw, heart attack, diabetes, deformed knee joints, high blood pressure, Alzheimer's disease, gallstone, infertility, high uric acid. Okay, and he won't stay cute anymore because when he grows old, this is what he will look like if he manages to make it to old age. Okay, so let me come to the second secret. Okay, the second secret is that you're fighting against nature. Now, who do you think will win when you fight against nature? You or nature? Okay, if you think you will win, type me. If you think nature will win, type N. Go on. If you think that you will win when you fight against nature, type me if you think nature will win, type N. Okay. So nature is designed to keep you alive. Okay. The traditional approach to weight management is very simple: input less than output. Okay. You take in less, you burn more. But the moment you eat less than you burn, it sends a signal to the body that you're starving, which means you're dying. And so what will happen is the body will kick in to keep you alive. Okay. Metabolism will drop, you will store fat. Now, if you look at the animals in winter, when they're hibernating, they get fat because they're storing energy to last this period of deprivation. And the body will send chemicals to the brain to cause you to crave after sugar, to crave after carbohydrates, the things that give you energy. So eventually, nature will win and you will rebound. Now, when you rebound and you've taken the traditional approach, which is a two-pronged approach, that means you're just focusing on diet input and exercise output, what happens is that 40% of your weight loss is muscle. You can see when you lose weight, you also lose muscle. Now, the big problem is that muscle is your engine for metabolism, like the car engine. The bigger the engine, the more fuel it burns. So when your muscle has reduced and you go back to a normal diet, you will start putting on weight, which is why people rebound and eventually they give up on diets. Okay. So here you see a picture of my friend Chris Chu. Okay, he's 68 kg in both pictures, but he looks much better with muscle. So when we talk about weight management, we're not talking about loss of muscle, we're talking about loss of fat, but building a maintenance of muscle. Okay. Now, secret number 3. Okay, secret number 3. It's about using the right tool. So if you want to look good, say after the circuit breaker, you want to go out, you get an artist to dress you. Okay, if you want someone to heal you, you want to get a scientist to heal you. So secret number 3 is that we're enlisting epigenetics. So let me explain what epigenetics is. Epigenetics is a science where the choices you make can change your genes. Okay. These are 3 types of bees. Okay, they all come from the same DNA: the worker bee, the drone, and the mature queen. But the queen bee lays 2,000 eggs a day, whereas the worker bee is sterile. The queen bee is 3 to 5 times larger, and his lifespan is 20 times longer. They're genetically identical, but different gene expression because the queen bee eats royal jelly. Okay, different food. And so you see these 2 twins, identical twins with the same DNA, because of the different input that they take, different environment, they vary in weight. So that's epigenetics. Now, in gene expression science, this here, what you see here is a gene chip. Okay, it measures the behavior of the 25,000 genes in your body. You select which genes, and here is a heat map that shows how the genes are behaving, expressing themselves. So in this case, on the left here, you see a young gene, and here an old gene. So for example, okay, in this case, green is low expression, low activity. Red is high activity. So this could be the gene for storage of fat. It's not active when you're young. When you're old, it's active. That's why you store fat. Here, this red line could be highly active. It's a gene for building muscle. When you're old, it doesn't. It's less active. That's why you lose muscle. Okay, what happens is we expose the old gene to different ingredients, and you can see here with ingredient mix number 4, it's caused the old gene to go back to be reset to its young, youthful state. Okay, so how do we use it? We put it into this product that we have called H-Stock TR90, okay, that uses gene expression science. Okay. And here we see with fat, okay. A lean person has this profile, and obviously a fat person would be the opposite. Okay, and so it affects fat metabolism, fat transport, and fat storage. But expose the fat person with the ingredient in TR90, and you see you reset so that he has a gene profile for a lean person, and will start burning fat the correct way and not store fat. This is a case of epigenetics and craving, the craving that you have related to appetite and hunger-related gene expression. A lean person has this profile, fat person has this profile. So it's not about willpower or lack of control. You know, the way you're eating affects the way you behave. But take TR90, and after 90 days, okay, you have an appetite control behavior, okay, of a lean person. Okay. We talked about muscle. Okay, as we age, we lose 8% of muscle per decade. Okay, see, look at the studies here. Okay, after 90 days, lean body mass is maintained, body fat comes down. Okay. Here is you're talking about the actual measurement. Okay, waist is reduced, hip measurements have reduced, arm, even your ankle has reduced. Okay, so 85% of people notice a change in their body silhouette. 98% said their clothes fit better. All this is happening because we're using the right tool. Okay, we're using the right diet to help us get these results. Okay, let me come to secret number 4. Okay, secret number 4 is that you need a system for success. Okay, when you've got a structured system, you know exactly what to do, when to do it, and there's someone monitoring you or you're monitoring yourself, and you begin to develop these micro habits that after a period of time become part of your lifestyle, just like you brush your teeth every day. Okay, so you've got with a system, it's sustainable, it's repeatable. Okay, so here we have a stool. Okay, it's got 3 legs, which means it's solid, it's stable. Okay, it's not shaky. Yeah. And the 3 parts, the 3 parts of the stool we have are the eating plan, the exercise, and now a third prong, your supplements that help you reset your genes. Okay, we layer it with coaching, monitoring, advice, you know, and you do it for 90 days so that you develop a habit that will sustain you for the rest of your life. That's the TR90 program. Okay, and the TR90 program helps you fight against, you know, nature by building muscle, burning fat, and stop cravings. Now, for those of you who are who want to know whether or not it's recommended, and in the US Physician's Desk Reference, this is the only weight management program that the US Physician's Desk Reference is a reference for doctors to recommend drugs. We are not a drug, but we're so good that we are on in this manual. Let's talk a bit about supplements. Okay, so these are the supplements. You know, we've got supplements for the mind and body. We've got supplements that reset the genes for the mind. We've got supplements for the body. This is a shake that you use as a meal replacement. And this is a nutritional supplement to give you the building blocks of vitamins and minerals and all the nutrients, antioxidants, you know, the building blocks to build muscle and become healthy and stronger during this period. Now, eating plan. Okay, this is the key thing about the program. Okay, we worry about having to starve and be miserable, but look at our eating plan. Okay, now, this is an example of someone who works on Jurong Island where he doesn't have access to good food, so he brings his food. Okay? Our diet basically consists of fruit, vegetables, protein, and carbohydrate. So he split his meal into breakfast and lunch. Okay. This is an example of a meal. Okay, fruit, half a plate, okay, a palm size of vegetables, a palm or fist size of protein, and half a cup of carbohydrate. This is another example. Okay, fruit, vegetable, look at that protein and a bit of. So, you know, with 2 meals like this, dinner, you are looking forward to just having a shake. Okay. So what's special? Let me just summarize what's special about the structured program. Okay, it's safe, it complies to HSA, it's a simple eating plan, just 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, using your hands to measure. It's sustainable because you're building muscle. It's scientific because of age-long gene expression science. You get to be sexy, slimmer, and more youthful. And it's systematic because of the coaching program. Okay, so now this program came in 2007. The original name was The Right Approach. We sold 2,000 sets and we sort of more than double every year. In 2013, we had sold 40,000 sets. It was a top-selling program in Singapore and Malaysia. And today, In Singapore, for the last 2 years, it's #1 weight management and well-being brand in Singapore. And in Malaysia, it's for the last 3 years. Okay, so this is the program that, that people are talking about. Right, I want to share some testimonials at this stage. And responsible for this this logo, inspiring this logo, is Gan here, who lost 60 kg, of which 44 kg was fat. This lady from China lost 42 kg. Okay, but look, if you are not like this, it's okay. Let me share with you my example. So this was 14 years ago when I was 52 years old. If I wear a shirt, you wouldn't notice these love handles. Okay, I'm exercising 2 hours a day. This was after 3 months on the program. This was me 30 years before. Okay, now if you look carefully, I've actually less fat at age 52 than I have at age 22. Never mind the fact that I've got the same swimming trunks, of course. This is a year later. This is 7 years later. And this was during circuit breaker, okay, just a few weeks ago. Okay, so the program is sustainable. It's largely sustainable. Okay. This is Hui Xuan. Okay, Hui Xuan at age 44 in the civil service. That's what you expect a desk-bound person to look like. After 3 months in the program, she lost 10 kg. 3 years later, after finishing the program, yeah, she looks so good. And at age 52, this is what she looks like. Okay. This is Madam Zulaiha at 40 years old. Madam Zulaiha, she was 100 kg. She'd just basically given up. She tried so many things. She'd given up trying to lose weight, but somehow she tried the TRA program and she lost 32 kg, gained 16 more years of life, looks a completely different person. This was 2013. Look at her just August last year, picture taken with me. So largely sustainable again. Okay. What about an athlete? This is my daughter, Gail. Okay, Gail, this was when the whole family went on TR90 7 years ago. She's a national athlete. Okay, look at her skeletal muscle, 29.5. That's very, very high for a woman. Okay, and a very, very low body fat. But she went on the program. She gained 2% of of skeletal muscle, lost nearly 5% of body fat, gained 7 years, became 7 years younger. Okay, this is her as an athlete. This is how she was after TRN. Doesn't she look better? You look better in this program. This is Shireen. Okay, Shireen was an Aikido instructor for the Gurkhas. Okay, when she came onto this program, she was 34. She wanted to do the business, so she said, "I got to try this product." Okay. Now, after 3 months, she added about 1% of skeletal muscle. She lost 6% of body fat. Okay, her body age came down another 5 years, so she was metabolic age was 19 only. Okay, and she said that during this time she was taking part in Muay Thai competitions, and she felt stronger, even better. So an athlete, if you want to lose a little bit of weight without compromising your strength, this is the program for you. Joshua He is a friend of my son Chris. Okay, he lost 8 kg after 3 months. Stopped the program, lost a further 8 kg. So this is a picture of him after losing 16 kg. Joe's a national rugby player. Okay, 30 years old. He decided he's going to carry the rugby ball in his stomach. Okay, went on the program after 3 months, lost 5.5 kg. Feels so much better. Okay, Susan in her late 40s. Suffered from arthritis. She's knee braces with a walking stick, and of course with the lack of exercise, you put on weight. Look at how she looks after 3 months on TR90. Running, active now, completely changed her life. Okay, my business partner Oliver, 39 years old, completely looks like a new person. Okay, this is his son of poly graduation. I mean, they look like brothers here, and this is just amazing what the products can do for us. Okay, so at this stage, I want to bring on a live testimonial, and I'm going to invite Hui Xuan to come and introduce this person. Hui Xuan, please.
Yeah, okay. So we really must hear from a live person, right, about how she's gone through the journey. And I have the great pleasure of introducing Ruth. Ruth is a missionary. She's been traveling around East Asia for the last 15 years, and she's got an amazing story for us on her weight loss journey. So Ruth, would you come on and tell us, please?
Yes. Hi. Thank you, Hui-san. Thank you for inviting me to share my fantastic journey of TR90. Yes, I started TR90 in mid-April 2017. And, nowadays, a lot of people do TR90 because of aesthetic reasons, right? But for me, it's actually for my health. You see, like many of us, my weight had increased without me really noticing it. I used to travel a lot for mission work in community transformation and really enjoy what I did. I had noticed pain in my knees after long days of standing, delivering training. My hubby actually pointed out that if I wanted to continue to do what I like to do, then I would have to take better care of my body. Well, so I embarked on the journey of TR90. Now, before starting TR90, the program, I was really ignorant about my real health, the state of my health. I wasn't too different from other people, but I thank God that I hadn't suffered any major illnesses, which I'm really thankful. I was quite shocked actually by the results when I had my initial assessment. As you can see on the screen, what really shocked me was my visceral fat. And then I was very ignorant about visceral fat. Now, of course, being a lady, my body age was something that really, really shocked me because I was like 47, but my body age was 59. Can you beat that? I was like, whoa, no, So what happened is that after learning, as I learn, after learning the visceral fat, what visceral fat can cause, all this chaos in our body, especially like they actually connected to 13 types of different cancers, 300 types of diseases. I knew things needed to change. So I had I had recognized that I couldn't run without panting, without didn't have much stamina, So as mentioned earlier, because that was a serious concern, not able to even climb the MRT steps after a full day of training due to the pain in my knees. So that becomes a red alert. So I committed to the program wholeheartedly, despite of the challenges of traveling here and there and not being able to control the food I could eat, because whatever people put on the table, I will have to eat it, and say, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. That's not very nice, isn't it? So, but I did it, and I was just amazed at the transformation of what happens. And really, after TI90, it was such a, I was really thankful about it. I really learned a lot from the TR90 part of it, talking about knowledge, knowledge of what, the importance of just now what Dr. James mentioned, the 3-3-3-3, the how you eat, the portioning, your size, and also a lot of knowledge about what our health is doing or what happens to our health if we don't eat properly. It's really, really a lot of effect, even though we may not know about it. So I learned about this. So knowledge, right, has such a tremendous increase in the knowledge of our body, how our body functions. And of course, discipline. The time to eat, what time to eat, how to eat. I think a lot of times we feel that, oh, it's okay to skip 1 or 2 meals and that sort of stuff. But without proper management, that can be very detrimental to our body without us knowing. Because, when you don't learn it, you don't go through it, you don't know it. But that is really what I've learned. And also, sustainability. You look at all the different testimonies that you had, that Dr. James showed you, is really, really sustaining through. I did it in 2017 and I am even better now. My muscle has increased, my VFAT has dropped.
Wow, awesome picture.
Yeah, from the picture you can tell, right? You can't really tell. It's really a change. And one thing I really love about this is sustainable. I mean, if you go through a program and you keep bouncing back out there, it's such a discouragement. But yet now I'm just feeling healthy about it and I'm sustaining through, and you can see the many, many testimonies. And physically, of course, is the weight loss, the body fat loss, and my VFAT has gone down tremendously. And mobility-wise, I'm feeling easier, much better. I run up the MRT steps actually, just to test myself, And of course, at the same time, it's really, in this case, not only the weight loss, I feel that it's a resetting of my health, resetting of what inside. Just like you go servicing for your car, right? you service yourself, your internal. So it's really a resetting of my health. And also when you are going through the resetting, you actually basically have this side effect, the youthfulness, the youthfulness that you see. You look at Hui Suan, oh, so different, So you actually have the youthfulness and your body shape actually comes back. Like it or not, even if you don't like it, it will still come back. Okay, so if that is a minus, so too sad. So I think all the children, all the ladies, they love it when the body shape start coming back. It's just amazing.
It's got great side effects.
Yes, side effect, right? Yeah, and we love it.
So much.
And the beautiful thing is about this is also business opportunity. So
okay, which we will come to next. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah. We are chugging along today. Thanks, Ruth. Thank you so much. See you. Thank you. Yeah, can I hand the time over back to James? James.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ruth. Okay. So Ruth actually just spilled my fifth secret actually. Okay. Which is secret number 5 is actually there is a business behind it. Now, we're not asking you to do the business, okay? If you do the business, you know that you need to be the product of the products, okay? So you need to walk the talk. You need to be a walking advertisement. And that is the one thing that will help you stay healthy for the rest of your life. We always need this incentive. And why not make money while we're doing this? So let me share with you, okay? The global weight management market is a huge market. In 2014, it was projected to grow 39% over 5 years, and by 2022 the market's going to grow to 245 billion. Okay, it's a huge market. Now, how do you earn some extra income? I think extra income during this period of COVID-19 is something that we won't want to dismiss. So there's you. Let's say you find 3 people who want to share about TR90 and help people lose weight. Help them to find 3 people. It's 9, 27, 81, 243, 729. That's a total of 1092. Let's call it 1,000. You got 1,000 partners, and let's say each month you just sell 2 programs. Okay, help 2 people. 1,000 times 2,000. That's $2 million. You get 5% commission. 5% times 2 million. That's 100,000 US dollars a month. Okay, this you can continue to do this after COVID-19. It's a business with no capital, no overheads, no experience except your own experience using the product, and you can do it part-time from home. That's an incredible business opportunity, and of course you get to stay healthy. Okay, so let me come to, actually I've got a last secret for you, but this isn't a secret just for weight management. This is a secret for life. Okay, this 6th secret is really a secret of life, and that is take action. Okay, make a commitment. The last 30 minutes that we spent would be a total waste of your time. Okay, and would not have improved you one little bit at all. Okay, if you don't take action. Okay, that's just a fact. Okay. Transform your life in 90 days. Okay, get onto this program. Okay, and when to do it? Now. Now's the best time. While you're at home, you've got a routine that's fixed for you. Okay, and you've got people at home that can encourage you to do this. Okay. Now let me show you this offer. Okay, we've got a special offer that expires at 4 p.m. today. Okay, this is a TR90 set. On top of that, you get some free gifts. Okay, and it's $2,120 with 12-month interest-free installment plan. So it works out to only $173 a month. Okay, so there are some free gifts here. In fact, the total number of free gifts you get is over $500. Okay, why not do it on top of all the health gains you're going to get? So let me remind you. Okay, you're going to be paying a price one way or the other. Okay, you're going to be paying a price one way or the other. Don't pay a much bigger price than you need to. Okay, look at the examples, the testimonials we had. Look at Ruth. Okay, how you can run up MRT steps with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Okay, go get on this program, discover the best you. So at this stage, I just leaves me to say thank you to you for this time. I'm going to pass the time back to Hui Xuan, okay, who's then going to lead a question and answer session. Now, I've got some coaches who are going to come on and answer your questions, but if you can excuse me, I will leave because I've got a presentation in 15 minutes and I need to get dressed up for that. Okay, so thank you everyone. Okay, have a great weekend. I hope that was useful. Over to you, Hui Xuan.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, I saw a question from Ed. Yes, thank you, James. So, guys, together with me, I will have two other coaches. They are Chris and Jeff. So they will jump in to answer questions. Chris and Jeff, they run a very, very interesting series every Wednesday called Fit at Home. They've been coaches for a long time. So yes, shoot your questions. I want to answer Ed's question first. Ed asks, is the investment for 90 days? Yes. So the 2120 that James spoke about is actually the 90-day program. So you will have supplements for 90 days, good for 90 days, and you will have a coach with you for 90 days. Yep, and a community to do it with, because there'll be other people on this program. You can learn from each other, and we'll actually look. Of course, you can plug into the Fit at Home that is already there with Chris and Jeff. They teach a lot of good stuff about eating and exercise and all that. So you're looking at a weekly session with your coach, one-on-one or over video, and then you also have people like Chris and Jeff that will help you along with all these wonderful tips. So yeah, it's a community effort, a community behind you as well. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone else?